Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today we are checking out another sad tribute deck to completed planeswalker. But before we jump into that, I just want to give a shout out to the first person to join the channel membership, Ishtari. Thank you so much for signing up, because I gave you a shout out in my Explorer video, but I wasn't sure if you watched Explorer, so I wanted to do that here too, just in case. But thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And if those of you out there in the world are interested in becoming a member, you can check out the link in the description below and see like what cool perks and stuff you can get out of that. But enough of plugging all that shenanigans. Let's go check out the deck list, and I will see you in a second. Alright, here is the deck list, and today we are saying farewell to another completed planeswalker, Nahiri, Heir of the Ancients. And I don't know a ton about like her lore. I know that she's from Zendikar, and I think helped fight like the Eldrazi when they invaded initially, but I'm pretty sure like her story has a little bit more of like some sadness behind it, just because of like the conflict that kind of happened between her and Sorin. And I'm pretty sure at one point he had like sealed her away, or somehow she got sealed away into this little like like miniature hell. I don't know. It was like a seal where basically all the scary spooky bads of Innistrad, they would imprison like the demons and stuff inside of it, because if they didn't have a way to kill them, then they needed to, you know, get them away somehow and protect people. So I think she was sealed away in essentially like this oblivion of hell with a ton of other really scary creatures, and then she was freed when the, you know, the thing that he was using to seal stuff away, it's like some sort of obelisk or something, broke, and then she was like, what the heck? And since then they had been like fighting, and I'm pretty sure there's like a War of Sparks card that's like single combat that I think is like referencing that as well, or some other card where they're basically seeing Nahiri and Sorin fighting each other. I'm pretty sure it's in War of Sparks, but overall I just really wanted to kind of, you know, make a tribute deck to her, especially since it seems she's kind of had it rough but still came back and is trying to, you know, help stop the Phyrexian invasion and all that kind of stuff. So for someone that's been dealt kind of a tough hand and not had the best relationships with other planeswalkers, I think she's pretty awesome. So with that, this deck here, as you've probably seen with like other Nahiri planeswalker cards, is very equipment focused. And what I like about this commander is that their +1 ability lets you create a 1/1 core warrior creature token where you can attach equipment that you already have on the battlefield to it for free. So this deck really wants to have like ways to equip stuff for free and just hit face with really strong creatures, or make them strong because you're equipping tons of stuff to them. So the other thing too is this -2 ability essentially lets you just filter through the top 6 cards of your library. You can reveal a warrior and or equipment card and put it into your hand, and then the cards that you didn't, you know, keep go to the bottom. And if you -3, they deal damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to twice the number of warriors and equipment you control. So that's pretty nice like removal piece for that -3 ability. And overall, as you can see from the cards that I have here, is that we just want to put like really spooky kind of equipment pieces that can be, you know, a game changer or close out the game for us onto the battlefield. And our hope is that we can equip for free, either with abilities where we're making tokens and we can just, you know, attach stuff, or we're leaning into other cards that have ETBs that let you essentially attach things for free, discount stuff. So this card here lets us discount for 1 a Store Bearer of Blades for CMC, and it also lets us filter through the top 7 of our cards, and we can reveal equipment or vehicle card and put them in our hand. Brunor Battle Hammers for CMC gives an Anthem boost to other creatures for each equipment attached to them, and then it also lets us cheat equipment cost at sorcery speed, which is really nice. Then we have Havilar, God of the Battle, which is just a sweet card in general, because creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. So now we're turning our equipped creatures to, you know, just having double strike, but then it also discounts at the beginning of each combat. You can for free attach equipment or aura to a different creature you control. So it's pretty sweet. And then we have Fiend Flash to do kind of some spicy silly things. So equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has reach, and then whenever equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals damage equal to its power to any target player or planeswalker. So what I'm really hoping here for just kind of like a fun play is maybe we can equip a creature with Quietus Spike and then give it double strike with one of our other equipment pieces we have and kind of close out a game pretty much just by one-shotting someone with something like that. So I'm really hoping, like, at least from that piece, we get to see some cool like equipment one-shots going on here. But yeah, so that's the deck overall, and I'm excited to show you how it does. So I will see you out there. Bewixed with a spoopy looking bear. I kind of want to see where this goes. So let's do it. We'll do Fabled Passage on red, or fetch up a red, I should say. I'm just going to do this now because it's not like we're playing standard or something where this information matters. We'll get a red source and pass. Bear! Bear with me. Okay. I think I'm gonna play a Nahiri next. Let's go! That's pretty fun. Okay, Ranger class, they're gonna make a wolf. What? I was trying to put this mountain down. Okay. That's actually... this is a little tricky. I think we're gonna do this. Create a treasure token. And then we might want to just board wipe with Cleansing Nova. Like, let them build up their board state a bit more. Nice. Okay. Or do we want to do something different? We have the mana now to board wipe. This is a little tricky because sometimes I feel like it's better to advance your board state than to just rely on removal. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And play this as a land for turn. We will play you. And then I think I'm gonna put this down. And then we're gonna hit face to make some treasure next turn at least. And we'll take the 6 here. Oof, that's gonna feel bad though. I'm almost wondering if we actually... Ooh, that sushi's gonna be good. Quietus Spike? Let's do it. That just is a fun card to me. I think we need a blocker, so we'll put this down. And then I'm just gonna hit face so we can draw a card and create a treasure. Oh, I thought this did whenever... Oh, you have to have equipment, so not aura. Okay. Okay. I think we're where we want to be, though. I will take that trade any old day. Still making treasure even if they have combat tricks here. So we'll make 3 treasure tokens. Heck yeah. Okay. So we're gonna draw a card. Ooh, nice. Okay. Maybe we do want a board wipe now. Yeah, let's do it now. Oop. Thanks. Okay, so we board wiped, and then I don't want to use my treasures to like cast anything yet, so I think we're gonna pass here. And so I think next turn we'll equip maybe like a Quietest Spike to a token that they make. And that seems like the play to make there. Wondering what they're deciding here. Okay, and I will end my turn. Okay, seems good. What is this card? Settle the Wild. Seek a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, that seems really darn good. So I think we're going to sequence it this way. No, this way, where we do this little friend in. Quietest Spike. Assuming it resolves. But the idea is, yeah, then we make a little token dude, equip it after we cast our commander. Again, assuming that this person's gonna... There we go. Okay. It's like, I don't think they have a way to stop it. Unless, like, green got a counter spell I'm not aware of. I think there's, like, something in Baldur's Gate where, like, you could counter an ability or something. And this is gonna have double strike. That's funny. Thank you. And we are going to create a little friend. And we will submit that. And then all their stuff is going to come in tapped. That's going to be a blocker. So the idea is we cast this, reconfigure it, and then attack with this dude. And I don't know if that'll kill them, but it'll do a lot of damage. This is like a fun equipment deck though. I usually don't play too much equipment stuff because it feels very kind of risky and linear a bit, especially with so much not graveyard hate, so much artifact hate. But this is pretty fun, like so far, the gameplay wise. Okay.
Civilization. I like animals better than people.
Sorry, friend. Equip the boots. The boots. So first we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna reconfigure to this friend. And then we are going to attack you. Don't good game me yet. You got it. And then we got you. And we will decline. Okay. And then we can maul of the Skyclaves here. Bear Commando. They just wanted honey. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do Maul the Skyclaves here. We will equip it to our friend here. And we will... Oh, good game. Okay. I wanted to swing in, but good game. Let's go. This doesn't seem like the most fair matchup. Ooh, okay. I don't have any turn 2 plays that are huge. At least we got turn 3 that's going to be decent. And they're going to be tapped out, so that's nice. Put you in. And let's get you going. So we have that at least. We have something. It's not the greatest in the world again, but I think I'm going to shock in these, oh, never mind. What do we want to discard? Anything here? I don't think so. I think we need all these like lands. So I'm going to keep this. We will put in you on... Let's put you on red. We'll play her. And then we will create a little friend. And we're going to attack. Bonk. Sweet. And enters the battlefield. Okay. Resolve. Okay. We have undo. That'll be good for dealing with the clocks. Hopefully we can get to that point. How much mana? Let's do this. We'll shock this in. Pay 3 life. We'll put you in. Auto pay. I think we can make copies too. Let's reduce one from this. Make copies of this with a Kiki Jiki too, because it's a non legendary creature. Let's get you just, yeah, and you. Okay. And we will attack, I think. Just cause, why not? This isn't how I exactly pictured this deck working, where we use potentially Kiki Jiki to make copies of Sanctuary Warden. This feels like they're gonna try to go infinite or something. Oh, that really hurt. That super hurt. Okay, 4 or 5. We're only at 5 lands. Okay. Man, that rebuke really hurt, because we were starting to get a lot of advantage on them. Oof. Okay. Resolve. We will put you into play. Let's put you into play. Somebody doesn't get like Swan Song or something. Okay, it's in. Let's put you into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will discard. I think we can discard this dragon. I'm gonna let that happen. I think we need to make treasure. Resolve. Okay, we hit a land drop. That's always nice. I'm still of the mindset that we need all these cards. So I'm gonna do this. I'm going to put down the commander. I'm going to attack. Eventually. Okay. Woo. We got our treasure. Okay. I was gonna say, if they do end up like removing stuff, we got what we needed. I think. Let's put down this friend. Yeah, we'll auto pay. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Is it gonna get countered? Okay. Oh, you never know. Sometimes you just have to hope for the best when you play this kind of stuff. I at least got the ETB, so I'm not like super sad. I guess Spatterbone. And then let's do this. Create a creature. At least something here. And we'll equip. Okay, man, I'm really curious, like, by all the shenanigans they got going on here, because this is like gonna be pretty intense. I would really like to get Sanctuary Warden down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Are they board wiping? Or are they just trying to get another clock? Okay, another clock. Resolve. Okay, Swiftfoot Boots is good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I still think we want to get Sanctuary Warden down. We'll move a counter from Nahiri. Okay, we hit another land drop, which is huge. Let's put down this Swiftfoot Boots. Let's tick down her. Or how much? Let's see, deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to twice the number. So let's do this actually. And we'll blow you up. Perfect. And then we'll attack. And let's equip the boots to Sanctuary Warden. Just in case they have like some weird bounce effect or something. I should have... no, I wouldn't have been able to anyways because I didn't have enough mana. But, I don't know. Hopefully the hexproofy things are going to make a big difference here. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, gold span. Let's do this. And this. Let's do this. And we will attach Batterbone. Yeah, to that. Oh, I also meant to equip this, but oh well. It happens. Whoops, whoops, whoops. And then I think we're going to Heka attack now. We'll leave this back as like a chump blocker. Move a counter from you. Sweet. Another chump blocker, which is nice. I'm just trying to gain life with this Batterbone. Probably want to put the boots back onto you. Yeah, we'll just use a treasure for that. Okay, play those planes. And I'm sensing a board wipe here, so let's not play into it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe they just want another clock and they're hoping to drain us out. Okay, that's concerning. Dark Ritual into something. They have so many midnight clocks, that's crazy. We may need to undo inversion here. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too paranoid though. Okay. I think they're just trying to drain me out then? Is that what's going on? Passing. Oh boy, I'm really nervous here. Resolve. Okay, so let's equip this to our girl here so we can get some life gain going. I think, right? Does that have life gain? What had life gain? Do I not have life gain anywhere? I honestly don't remember anymore. I am so nervous. Okay, I do. Whew. Let's just go to combat now. I think we're going to attack here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove a shield counter. Okay, we got quite a spike now. What you doing? Okay. I think we put this down. And go ahead and equip it to Sanctuary Warden. And we'll uptick this by 1. We will decline. And hope things work out for us. Hopefully we gained enough life that they're not going to be able to just absolutely murder the heck out of us. So even if they board wipe, it would have to be an exile effect, so they don't think they have a way to do anything here. Hopefully. So combat, they make another midnight clock. Okay. And then what? They have a lot of mana. I think they're going to keep trying to go for the drain. I think that's their best out here, right? Just try to drain me out before I can untap and swing. Because they're dead. This Quietus Spike is definitely going to make sure they're out. You know, I'm okay with that because it's more life gain. Oh my gosh, I wasn't sure if I was going to be untapping here. Okay. I think we just go to combat here. Let's minus, just in case we can hit some more equipment. That's gonna for sure close this out. Ember Cleave, and no, let's do that. Let's put you down. And then let's go ahead and we're gonna attack. And then I'm gonna decline that, and then we'll flash in Ember Cleave and equip it to Sanctuary Warden. Oh boy! Next. Okay, did we do it? Oh my goodness, that was intense, man. Oh my god. Woo! I honestly didn't think we were gonna live against that, because isn't like Rusko now like a top tier deck? Like, whoo! GG's. Lunas. Get a clue. Oh yeah, I see Authority of the Consoles and I keep. Boop, boop. We'll put you down. Okay. We'll put this friend down. Okay. We'll put this down. We'll put... I think... Let's put our commander down. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And attack. And then we can get... Blackblade Reforged down. But maybe we want to do Gold Span and then attack. Play this, uptick that. Sounds like the thing to do. Ooh, quite a spike. Okay. So we're putting this friend down. And then we will go ahead and go to combat. We're going to attack with everything. Like treasure. And then we will go ahead and put you down. Almost did that out of sequence if you noticed. Drawing a card. Love that. Okay. And now we will do this. Equip this friend. And then probably put quite a spike on Gold Span and then swing. Oh, we'd have to hit a land drop for quite a spike to one shot. Okay. I mean, we can do this. Draw a card. Okay. And let's oh, okay. GG's. Stonks, stonks. Alright, I hope you had fun watching. It was a lot of fun for me because I don't play a lot of equipment decks, so this was pretty cool to just see the different synergies and kind of, I don't know, gain a bit of perspective on a deck I don't normally play. So for cards that I think really stood out, at least as like MVP for me, was Batterbone because of the Vigilance lifelink piece, but also this is a living weapon, so it has a germ token that it creates, so I don't really have to worry about necessarily equipping anything to it right off the bat here. So I like the idea of being able to just like equip a Phyrexian germ and just keep hitting face and not have to worry about like necessarily paying the equipment costs until the Phyrexian germ is gone. So another card to Blackblade Reforge I think did a lot of damage and really helped us close out games. And of course Quietus Spike is just awesome. This was a card I don't think I knew existed until maybe New Capenna dropped and it was like in a pre-con. So I was like, what the heck? This is so cool. How have I not played with it more? So it's been fun to, test it in Historic Brawl and just do some fun shenanigans here. And then another card, of course, that was really awesome is Akiri Fearless Voyager, just because we were getting a lot of card draw. Unfortunately, I didn't have much ability to pay the 1 planes and unattach equipment from a creature I control, and then give something like indestructible, because a lot of times something removal wise was happening and I either didn't have the mana or there wasn't a creature equipped that I could unattach something to. But overall, I think it was a very powerful card and did a lot of work for us. But yeah, that was the deck. I hope you had fun. Let me know if you have any ideas just for like flavor, or even what you think would be a better piece of equipment to add in here, or some other card that would be pretty spicy. I'd love to hear, your thoughts on this deck. So yeah, thank you again for watching and have a good one. Bye.